Hello and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's a bit weird that happened to me about a week ago. Basically, I had a thing called sleep paralysis. This is the first time I've ever actually had it. I'll go into kind of why I think I got it after I kind of explain what it is. So first off, I might stick a definition up on the screen because that's always useful. So sleep paralysis is the temporary inability to move or speak that occurs when waking up or falling asleep. That took me about 11 tries to get right, so appreciate that. I've heard of sleep paralysis before, but I didn't really know exactly what it was. I kind of always assumed that it was you were literally awake, but you couldn't move for a bit. But it's not that. You're kind of in like a dream state where you're not completely awake, but you're conscious. So it's almost as if like your mind is behaving the way it would if you're awake, but you're asleep. So it's a bit confusing, a bit weird, a bit creepy. And I don't know if this is for everybody, but it seems to me all I've ever heard is that you see creepy things whilst you're in this state. And I got the exact same thing. I saw something really creepy whilst I was in this dream state thing. But I don't know if that's for everybody. That just happened to me and probably like a lot of other people. Yeah, so the next thing it just says is it can last like a few seconds or a few minutes and can just be scary. Mine was like, I'd say it felt like 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't that long, so it's not that bad, but it's just really creepy. You're not able to move, and not to mention the situation I was like kind of in this dream, so I'll explain all that. I was basically searching on Google just after it happened to see like what it was, why I had it, and I found out that it was most probably sleep paralysis, and I found out also that it can be caused by disrupted sleep, which I did have the entire week before, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and I'm pretty sure that's what caused it. But that's good, because it means I probably won't get it again unless I get really bad sleep like I did that week. And I also found out that it's not that uncommon, really. I think quite a few people can get it. Basically it said quite a few people get it, but it's just like a one-off thing. I'm pretty sure mine will just be a one-off thing because of the sleep. So let's just get into the story of everything. Basically, I was kind of you drifting from dream to dream. The last 2 dreams I could remember. Basically, the first one was kind of like I was playing in Halo, like I was in the actual game, like literally just killing people. And then it kind of drifted onto, I think this is like the nerdiest dreams ever. And then I drifted onto like a Star Wars kind of dream, but it was as if Star Wars was made by McDonald's toys, and we were all McDonald's toys Star Wars characters killing each other. I don't know. And then just after that, so from like quite a harmless dream really, I moved, well apart from the killing, I moved on to this thing. So basically it was kind of like in my room, in my bed, so I was lying on my actual bed. I'm gonna kind of like get some images or clips just to kind of show you what I was seeing, because it's really easy to recreate in this room. So I was basically lying on my bed, on my side, kind of like with my arms down, like in front of me, kind of like that, and my legs were similar. So I was on my side like that, and I was kind of waking up, not literally, in the dream, and I kind of opened my eyes, didn't really think much of it. I thought I was genuinely awake at first, so I opened my eyes and I kind of looked down and I looked back up. So I was looking at this corner here, I'll show you a clip of it. Looking at this corner, as you look there and then looked down a bit and then looked back, harmless again. And then all of a sudden, as I was looking in the corner of my room, 2 pitch black legs just walked across and just stood there in the corner. And because I couldn't move like my head, but I could move my eyes, I couldn't look up to see who it was, but I didn't realise that I couldn't move just yet. So basically when I saw these legs appear in the corner, my first thought was to lock my iPad that was next to me, because I always sleep with my iPad there. I basically watch like Family Guy and stuff on my iPad, legally. Yeah, so my first instinct was to lock that, just quickly lock it, but that's when I realised I couldn't move anything, which was like really creepy. And that's when I started to realise, okay, I've recognised this kind of scenario, got some weird creature staring at me, can't move, and I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming. I was just trying to work out what was going on, so I thought, okay, this seems like sleep paralysis. But obviously, like I said earlier, I was quite misinformed on sleep paralysis, and I thought when you have sleep paralysis, you're awake, but you can't move. So I was still kind of under the impression that I was actually awake, but I couldn't work out why I could see something that wasn't there. Then I was kind of like doubting myself, oh, I must be awake, maybe it's not sleep paralysis, it's just a nightmare. And this actually just held like that for quite a while. Now, this might not seem that creepy to you, but the way I could kind of imagine describing the feeling of having just a pair of legs just stood and somebody staring at you and you weren't able to move. Imagine you have been drugged and you cannot move, and the guy who drugged you is standing in the corner of the room about to kill you. That's what it felt like. I felt like I couldn't move and this person's about to kill me. So yeah, that was really creepy. As I was lying there, I just kept saying to myself, you're in a dream, you're in a dream, you're in a dream, you're in a dream, and just hoping that I'd eventually wake up. Most dreams I have, I'm fully aware that I'm dreaming, but I either just wake up as soon as I realise, or I can just stay in the dream and then kind of slowly wake myself up. But with this, I just couldn't. I was trapped. Sounds a bit dramatic. I was kind of just like stuck in this scenario. Another way I kind of described the dream itself, or the experience itself, it was almost as if the dream was going normally and then I saw the legs and it paused. It was almost like, yeah, everything paused. I paused, I couldn't move. It paused, it wasn't moving. Like everything just stopped. And then after like starting to panic a bit, because being like quite over dramatic, I was kind of thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna be stuck in this for hours. But then all of a sudden a head popped down where the legs were and it turned out to be my brother. Don't know why. And he was basically saying like, what the hell are you doing? From his perspective, it looked like I was having like a seizure or a fit or something. I don't know why I could see through his perspective, but he was seeing me kind of like twitching or having a seizure or whatever. But from my perspective, I could still see myself trapped in like this position. And I think because I knew that he could see me in this state in the dream, I thought, okay, he's definitely gonna shout my mum in a minute. And I think that sense of like security, it was almost as if like I'd solved the puzzle and I was able to like wake up then. It's like Devil's Snare from Harry Potter. Once you like calm down, it kind of just goes away. That was the dream itself. The thing that actually completely ended it was I couldn't move again, and I reached up and locked my iPad, and then that's when I woke up. It was very symbolic. That button like literally just woke me up. So yeah, that was how I woke up. When I actually woke up, everything in my room was like identical to how I was dreaming it. Even the iPad was in the same position. The first thing I did, I was like, I just looked up and I noticed that my iPad wasn't locked. So I was like, okay, I was definitely dreaming that, because otherwise it would have been locked. But I didn't want to move still at the time. I was still kind of like in a state where I wasn't sure if I was actually awake. So I was like staying completely still. I was kind of worried that, I don't know, I was just scared if I moved something was going to happen. So yeah, I was kind of just wiggling my fingers a bit just to gradually get myself back to moving. And then I just reached over and grabbed my phone and started typing this out on my notes page so I wouldn't forget. So I think that's everything. If you like the video, like the video. If you like me, subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. Am I in the middle? Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello and welcome. I set a really obnoxious custom vibrate tone, which I'll show you. I'll put it basically on the camera so you'll be able to like hear it within the camera, shaking it. There was no way I was mistaking that for anything else.